I woke up in the middle of the night and heard my father whispering another woman's name in his sleep. At first, I thought it was just a dream. People talk nonsense in their sleep sometimes. But then I noticed things. My father would leave the house late at night, pretending to check the goats or see a friend. When he came back, he carried a smell, sweet perfume, not from our home, not from my mother. I told myself maybe I was wrong, until the night I followed him. I hid behind the mango tree near the edge of our compound. My heart was beating so loud I thought it would expose me. Then I saw him. He wasn't alone. A woman stood with him in the shadows. Not my mother. They laughed quietly, touched each other's hands, like children hiding a secret. Then I heard something that froze my blood. They spoke about me. She doesn't even know, the woman said. She will think her mother is her only blood, my father replied, smiling. I couldn't breathe. My chest hurt. I wanted to run but my legs were heavy. The thought that my father, my protector, was hiding something this big felt like poison. When I told my mother the next morning, she didn't shout. She didn't cry. She just looked at me with tired eyes and said, "Child, don't ever follow your father at night again." Her voice was empty, like she already knew everything but had buried it deep. That night, war broke out in our house. Pots shattered. Chairs fell. My siblings screamed. My father shouted that he would bring the other woman into our home. My mother's voice broke like dry wood. That was the night our home truly cracked. From then, silence became louder than words. We no longer ate together. My mother stopped singing while cooking. She grew thinner each day, her eyes sinking, her spirit fading. My father's laughter no longer sounded like joy, it sounded like mockery. But then the strange things began. At night, I started hearing whispers outside our windows. At first, I thought it was my father returning late, but sometimes I checked and he was already inside, snoring. The whispers grew into soft weeping, then into footsteps circling the compound. My siblings heard it too. We would hold each other, praying under our breath. One evening, an old neighbor, Mama Ekwet, visited. She looked at my mother and said, "When a man betrays his home, he invites spirits that never rest. A broken home is a feast for wandering shadows." That night, my mother placed a broom across the doorway and spread salt on the floor. But still, the whispers came. One night, I woke to see a shadowy figure standing at the corner of my room. It looked like a woman, but her face was hidden. She whispered my name. My body froze. I couldn't scream. The figure leaned closer and said, "This house is no longer safe for children." Then it vanished. I never told my parents. I knew they wouldn't believe me. But the more my father stayed with that woman, the worse things got. Chickens died suddenly. Food spoiled overnight. My younger brother fell sick for weeks with no cure. My mother said nothing, but her eyes told me she believed the spirits had entered with betrayal. Now, every night, I sleep with one eye open. The sounds around our house, footsteps, crying, whispers, don't stop. And deep inside, I know the truth. Our house is haunted. Not by the dead, but by betrayal that has become a spirit of its own.